look, there's gatekeeping in any profession, in any organization. There's gatekeeping, and could I fuss at the DCCC? Sure, sure, I could. What's it going to get me? Probably not much. And it's not that I want to go run for the next thing or the next thing, but I've told people, I said, I kind of know that these things are going on,
Yeah.
and that's fine. If I hadn't, if I didn't want to play the game, I would not have come to the table. Well, I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. I do believe that their heart is in the right place because they want to win a seat, and we all want to win the seat,
Yeah.
right? Every one of us wants to flip a seat, right? All of us do. All of us do. Um, but yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I've talked to other people about this who are also running. And this is just the way of the world right now. It just is. It just is. Like Salam Bati. I love him to death. First
I
time I
do
saw him
too.
speak about a year ago at
Yeah.
a Henrico Dems meeting, he was talking about poverty. And, he's a poverty lawyer, right?
Yeah.
And he's walked the walk. And I was just struck by how well he communicated his points. It was a very good combination of bringing the data, bringing the numbers, but also bringing the stories and the impacts. And that's challenging. I mean, we could throw around a bunch of numbers, but numbers don't necessarily mean anything. People
Right.
learn by storytelling. Oh, that person went through X, Y, or Z. So,
And
oh,
different
yeah,
things apply to different, appeal to different
yeah.
people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm convinced if on local news, and I'm not picking on any one station, any local newscast anywhere in the country, if they could do a story every day about somebody whose health insurance story is horrible, they're having
Yeah.
some horror story with health, and they could do one every day.
Yeah.
They just choose not to. Now, I'm not going to be in the room and go, well, they're covering for the insurance companies. No, I don't think it's quite that explicit. What they want to do is get people to watch, and they want to sell advertising because they got
Yeah.
to pay their staff. This, I was when I was at the ABC station, we would have editorial meetings. We would sit around the table in the morning, like, all right, what does Emma want to see? Well, who's Emma? Emma is the 35 to 50-year-old woman, the demographic that we're aiming for. We want to do newscasts that tell stories that appeal to her. I mean,
Right.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. And I was lucky as a meteorologist because everybody wants to know the weather, right? And this is
Right.
before everybody had a weather app, right? So I was lucky that I got airtime to talk about weather because that's the one thing that still brings people together for better or worse. And it was only in the last 20 years that people seem to have gotten upset that the climate is warming and like, no, it's not either. And yeah, it is, but
Yeah.
whatever.
What do you think is the most important thing to remember for people when they are trying to fix or trying to repair society and repair our political system the way it is now? What do you think is the most important thing for people to know?
That people aren't as different as we are told, right? I mean, we are deliberately siloed. These people are over here, these people over here. We're deliberately
I
siloed.
see.
I think Salam is great. He's younger than me. He has a different faith than me, but we went through something similar as kids, right? We both depended on free lunches as kids, right? I grew up in South Richmond as an elementary school kid, right? So we both walked a little similar path. I'm not going to pretend that I had it as rough as he did because I didn't, right? I didn't. But I do have some inkling of that from my youth. And all of us, or most of us, are trying to do our best to help people out who genuinely need help when we see them, right? But when you're exposed to media that says these people are out to get you, these people are out to get you, and you don't know any of those people, it's really easy to believe that those people are out to get you.
And the sources of that information keep dwindling to nothing.
Right. So you keep going back to that because it's feeding your fear. It's telling you what you want to hear. It is confirming your
Uh,
biases.
that's
And
what I
they're
was going to
like, and
say.
They
appealing to your
just
confirmation bias.
they just sell that stuff to you because you
Yeah,
keep going back. So you keep buying what they're selling. They could sell advertising. And
yeah,
this goes back to what I said earlier. They're making money off of your anger. They're
yeah,
making money off of your frustration. They're making money off of your anger. Are they offering you any help? Nope. But they're making money off of your anger and frustration. So, my suggestion is be nice to people when you see them, right?
yeah.
Just
And
if
they're
you
making
don't,
money in the back room off your social credit score.
well, yeah, exactly. Surveillance capitalism, right? Look, it's going to be a long, long time to fix this. I mean, as a scientist, I've seen what has happened to science in this country over the last 18 months. It is absolutely heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking to see what has happened to American science over these last 18 months. It's heartbreaking. I feel like we are deliberately running backward to the 19th century and people do not know how bad things were 100 years ago, whether it's food safety, whether it's public health, whether it's the environment. Uh, People don't know how bad it was because they're repeatedly told, these people over here are holding you back. This isn't important. It is. It is.
Yeah, green energy initiatives are a big scam. That's the my favorite.
If it was a big scam, then why is it working so well in Australia? Why is it really coming to fruition in Europe?
Why
Right? I
are
mean,
big companies flocking toward it?
China is building solar left and right. I mean, look, yes, well, they build coal too, but they're building coal that's going to peak and then they're going to retire it.
Right.
They are exporting solar panels left and right. The world, scientifically, economically, and regarding energy, is moving on without America.